Hi, first grade. We are going to go over lesson 9-4, compare numbers with symbols, less than, greater than, equal to. So my first problem for you guys says 45, or my first two numbers that I have for you guys are 45 and 98. So we are going to look at our visual representations of 45 and 98. So the first thing that we're going to be comparing is the tens place. So we're going to look at our tens first. So we have 4 tens rods. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 tens rods over here. Now let's look at our number 98. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we have 9 tens rods over here. So in this case, we don't even need to look at our ones place because looking at both of our tens places, we have 4 tens rods in 45 and we have 9 tens rods in 98. And 9 is greater than 4, so 9 tens or 90 is greater than 4 tens or 40. So we can actually, we don't even need to look at the ones place, even though we still can. But we can be able to put our symbol in this problem. So we are going to be putting in this symbol less than. So the bigger opening will always go towards the bigger number. So as you can see, the opening is going towards the number 98. And like we said, 98 was that greater number because they had 9 tens and 45 only had 4 tens. So you would read it as, repeat after me, 45 is less than 98. All right, but we're going to have some problems that we are going to be comparing the tens place and the ones place to figure out what it is greater than, less than, or equal to. All right, this next problem, we have the number 80 and 34. So we're going to look at our tens rods first for the number 80. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I wrote 6. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we have 8 tens in the number 80, and we have 1, 2, 3 tens in the number 34. So like the other problem, you really don't need to go into our ones place yet because you can tell that 8 tens, or 8 tens, as you can see in the visual representation too, 8 tens is greater than 3 tens, right? So we're going to put that greater than sign. The bigger part is going to be facing that bigger number, or the opening is going to be facing that greater number. So we have 80 is greater than 34. Again, so we can look at our tens place and we know that 8 is greater than 3, so we don't even need to go over to our ones place. All right, I want you guys to try this one by yourself. Yes, try this one by yourself. 76 and 10. I want you to try this one. So draw these out. We have 76 and 10. Draw this out and figure out if 76 is less than 10, if 76 is greater than 10, or if 76 is equal to 10. All right, let's go over this problem. So we're going to count out our tens first. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we have 7 tens over here, and then we have 1 10 over here. So 7 tens is greater than 1 10, also looking at our visual representation. So we can say that 76 is greater than 10. So the bigger part, the opening part, will always go towards that greater number. So 76 is greater than 10. All right, let's go to our next one. We have the number 33 and 33. So let's look. We have 1, 2, 3 tens in this problem, and we have 1, 2, 3 tens. So that means we need to go over and look at our ones place. We need to see if these numbers, if they're greater than, less than, or equal to. So now let's go over to our ones place since our tens place both have the same number 3. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3 ones. 1, 2, 3 ones. So both of these numbers have 3 tens and 3 ones. So that means that these numbers are equal to each other. They have that same value. They have 3 tens and 3 ones on both sides on those visual representations. So those 33 is equal to 33. And I'm going to go ahead and change this problem for you guys. All right, so we have 50 and 54. So we're going to go ahead and look at our tens place first, which is, we're going to count. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tens. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tens. Okay, so both of these numbers have 5 tens. So that means we do need to look at our ones place. So we're going to look at our ones place. We have 0 in the number 50. We have 0 ones in 50. So let's look at 54. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have 4 ones in the number 34. So that means that 54 is that greater number. But 50 is coming first, or is first, so you are going to say 50 is less than 54. Because there are no ones in the ones place for 50, and there are 4 ones in the ones place for 54. So 54 is that greater number, but you would say 50 is less than 54. And remember that opening part, the opening part is going to go towards that bigger number, that greater number. All right, and last but not least, we have the number 21. So we're going to look 1, 2. We have 2 tens in that one. We have 1, 2, 2 tens in that one. So I want you to draw this one out and pause the video and do this one on your own. And when you are ready, go ahead and press play so that you can go over the answer with me. All right, so I hope you wrote this one out. Now we are going to look. So we have 1, 2, we have 2 tens in the number 21. We have 1, 2, 2 tens in the number 21. Now we have, well, both have 2 in the tens place. So now we need to look at our ones place. So we have 1 in the ones place in the number 21, and we have 1 in the ones place in the number 21. So these numbers are equal to each other. 21 is equal to 21. Because you can see that by our visual representation, you have the same, you have 2 tens blocks and 1 ones cube, and same with that on the other side. So 21 equals 21. You can also do multiple other problems if you need more practice on this. Just write 2 numbers, draw out the tens rods, draw out the ones blocks or the ones cubes, and figure it out. Do more problems with yourself to get more acquainted with this if you are still struggling. All right, I hope that helped you guys with using symbols to be able to compare numbers. I'll see you later.